Hi, I'm Jerry Allenback with Royal LePage Noralta Real Estate here in Edmonton, Alberta. And I'd like to show you a property that's quite interesting coming up for sale. This is 11847 96th Street in Alberta Avenue. In 1935, a man named Walter Clevely was elected as the city alderman in Edmonton. In 1942, he pulled a permit to build this property. It took him a few years. It's listed as having been completed in 1944, and it's completely concrete. It's like no other property, and I just want to show you a few things and give you some background on it. It's not currently designated as a municipal historic property, but it is on the city's list of historical properties of significance. Like, this thing was quite literally built to resist a bomb. It has been sorely neglected for the past 15 or so years. Utilities have been cut off. It's got a history of bad tenants and that sort of thing. But what's interesting to note is that if you are so brave as to take this project on, designate it as a historical resource, and restore it, the city will match up to $100,000. So basically, another way of putting it is they're going to give you $100,000 to do this property up, and you just got to put in the effort. And another $100,000. Let's be clear. They're not just giving you 100; they're matching the 100,000 that you would put into it. So it's all boarded up. Has been for some time. It's on a huge lot. It's actually it's almost 2 lots. If you look at the original subdivision plan, every lot here is 33 feet wide. So these are all 33-foot lots. And this one is 33 feet plus 19 and a half feet of the next lot over. And it's 125 feet deep. So you've got 2 options. You knock it down, build something new, and it's worth noting that the neighbouring property, an additional 33 feet, is also for sale. And that property has got severe mold and water damage inside. So do you combine these 2 and, let's say, 2/3 lots and build something bigger, or do you restore this one? A few interesting elements include this concrete fence. I've never seen anything like it before. Walter Clevely ran a construction business, and he did a lot of steel works and stuff like that. And this style is described as like a British concrete cabin or something like that. There's a few interesting news articles from decades ago that I can show you, give you a little more history on it. Let's go wide here. It's a 2-story, obviously, and even the basement has got really high ceilings. This here is solid concrete, and it goes throughout the entirety of the property. So your main floor is concrete. There used to be a garage that suffered fire a number of years ago, but it had like those massive timbers in it. As you can see, no more utilities. Everything's been cut off. Now up here, this part was an addition. You can see the base, that kind of base on the bottom there. It used to be sort of a balcony, and it was enclosed with, I believe, cinder blocks. You see a bit of shifting there. just a huge lot. You know, it had this yard, then it had this huge triple garage over here. There's still some kind of remnants of a concrete slab here. Merry Christmas. So really quite a large lot. Again, what's 33 plus 33 plus 19 and a half? It's a lot, that's what. Even back here, these posts are concrete. Some of them are still standing, some are knocked over. So whichever way you go, so it's a lot of work, but also a lot of opportunity. And that's 97th Street, one block over. Because of that, there's a lot of one-ways in here to prevent people cutting through at rush hour. 118th Avenue is just down there. All of its shops and everything. Even this is a one-way, except for bicycles. There's a bicycle lane. Quite an interesting property. I think you will agree. Do you think it's worth restoring? I haven't even been inside. And the sidewalks have been done here by the city, which is awesome. You got a bike lane here, one way of these massive, beautiful elms. A couple apartment buildings down there. That one's for sale, has been for a while. So you could buy the two together and do something huge. Just look at the stairway here. Look at those circular elements. If nothing else, you got to admire the work and creativity and vision of this guy. Like it's basically a triplex. It's been a couple different configurations over the years, but most recently it was a triplex. It's had a couple fires actually, but because it's concrete, it's barely affected by them. Any other structure would have been flattened decades ago. All this concrete fence. It's pretty cute actually. It hasn't moved an inch. It's holding up real well. What do you think? Save or scrap? I'm about to take you on a journey that you may not be prepared for. Took me 2 tries over 2 days to gain access to this place. And I went through it just to clear out the cobwebs because it's pretty gross. But I'm gonna show you what I saw. I hope you enjoy it. I don't think they knew they were coming, otherwise they probably would have cleaned up. It's a nice wrought iron work here. We're gonna enter the kitchen. Carefully and slowly. And what have we got here in the cupboards? Extract. Just a few of the essentials. Like this old Tupperware pickle container. I got one of those at home. Gas stove, seen better days. bowl, little spice rack, and here's the bathroom. You may be wondering why all this presumably lead paint is peeling off. Aside from the fact that it's been unoccupied since 2011, it's also seen, I think, a fair bit of water from firefighters putting out fires that a variety of people have set. These chairs are kind of cool to be finished. Yeah, so sort of a sitting room here that leads into, I guess, the dining room, obviously leading into the living room. Every step must be taken with precision and care. Classic Sears catalog chair. Now this place is pretty much a bomb shelter. It's built out of concrete walls, floors, with a couple exceptions. It's literally a concrete house. So, if you fancy yourself, industrious, brave, a bit crazy, you could take advantage of potential historical designation and matching dollars up to 100,000. You could put in some serious work and restore this beauty, or you could tear it down, build something new. But yeah, the city will match up to $100,000 if you restore this, because they value historical properties. Hardwood stairs, and be real careful where I step here. This is the back stairs that I couldn't really go up from that approach. Now here you see some evidence of the fires. One of them anyway. Another bathroom. Needs a bit of work, you could say. And a bedroom here. And utilities have been off for about 15 years. Now this part used to be a deck, but it was enclosed at one point. Looks like some birds have had a time here. Yeah, this is the wood part. Really interesting and unique design and layout. Built in 1942. Those all radiators. A lot of damaged TVs in this place too. You got these storage cupboards. I mean, they're just closets, I guess, with shelves. It's different, you know. Okay, so we made it to the top. Let's go down to the bottom. So this was at one point configured as a triplex. It even had a huge triple garage, which also got burnt down. It's a huge lot, so it's almost 2 lots actually. So the 33-foot lot plus 19.5-foot second lot by 125 deep. And at the time of recording, the lot next door is also for sale. I should say the house next door. Still got a house on it, but you could presumably combine them and build a barbershop empire. Do whatever you like. This may be the inspiration for the design. Another suite in here. Too bad about this little guy, hey? The Magnus. If you get a closer look at the concrete, you can see the lines from the forms. It was poured. It's an interior wall, concrete. It's extremely overbuilt. And this room is extremely overfilled. In. Storage room in here under the stairs. I like to call it a Harry Potter room. Bunch of old skis. Check those out. Well, that's a gold medal one for sure. Okay, the last bathroom. And just, don't you think it'd be just so wonderful to take a shower in there? And mechanical. Now, don't worry, you've got a replacement toilet here. That one that's broken, we will include that. I'm a pretty good negotiator, so I can have that included. Now, this was deemed acceptable at one point by the city. What kind of furnace that is. Water tank, but I think this is the original water tank up here. Never seen it like that before. And all these hot water pipes are heating this beautiful house. So do you think anybody will attempt to restore this concrete bunker? Or do you think they'll tear it down with presumably great difficulty? Because it's just going to take a lot of heavy duty equipment to knock this thing down. Beautiful street though. Look at these elm trees. Lots of infill. You got houses over there. You got is that a triplex or a fourplex over there? 97th Street's right there. Bike lane coming through here. Another door here. There's one more in the front. Clothesline, just look at the size of this. That's where the triple garage was. And there was still a big yard. Oh, this was yard. Concrete fence. Another touch from the original design. There's you enjoyed.